Hello everyone, my name is Shushma Shah and I am an assistant teacher of Samsi Genesis English School. In the last day, we talk about the introduction of Nazism and the rise of Hitler. And there I talk about First World War and Second World War. Today we will talk about the birth of Weimar Republic, how Weimar Republic born. When the war started, Central Power thought that the war will end soon and they will gain what they want. But basically this didn't happen. What happened? The war stretched on and it eventually drained all the resources of Europe. Now the defeat of the Imperial Germany and the abdication of the emperor brought a situation where the German or the other German political party took the power, and in this situation the Weimar Republic was established, or we can say it was born. So it was born with a vast idea of democracy. The reformer or the former of this Republic Association, they thought that through this Weimar Republic, they will create a political system which will be based on democracy. So the Republic, however, was not received well by all the members or all the public or all the civilians of Germany, because it has to accept, or through this Republic, Germany has to accept so many things. So many, there was condition they had to accept. Why? Because the war guilty clause actually caused them or responsible them for the great destruction of the countries which were in the elite power. Now we will come to the effects of the First World War. What were the effects? So, for the biggest effect was what was occurred, or what was the biggest effect of First World War? As we all know, that Europe was a country of creditors, a country which used to give credit to all the other countries, or to the countries whoever had needed credit from them. But because of this war, sorry, which went on for so many years, for 4 years, 1914 to 1918, this whole continent became the continent of debtors. That means they became debtors from the creditors. So as we know that if a country or if a continent becomes debtors, that means there is huge financial crisis, right? And when there is financial crisis, there will be definitely psychological crisis also. Okay. Now, what happened when the Weimar Republic came? It came into the power. So it was made to pay for the sins, actually we may say. It was created to pay the sins which was done by their previous power. I mean the power who was there in the time of First World War, because it was their decision to have the World War, because it was their greed to become the superior power of the world. But what happened? Because of this war occurred, and ultimately when Germany lost the war, they had to pay a huge amount as the war guilty clause asked them to do, because they had no other option. So many areas which were the great resource of the Germany, they were snatched away from them in the Treaty of Versailles. So the First World War actually left a deep impact on the European society and the politics. Soldiers, soldiers became civilians. As we all know that in our country, soldiers have an ultimate power over the civilians, right? We also have our fundamental rights. They are also human. They are also civilians like us, but they have extra powers. Why? Because they guards us, right? They guards the border, and through that they guards us. That's why they have another place, or they have another honor. But here what happened after the First World War, soldiers became like civilians. Okay. In this whole situation, media was busy in glorifying the trench life. We know now that when World War happened, at that time in World War, the soldiers used to stay in the trenches, and from there they used to fight the war. So the media was glorifying how the trench life was, but the actual truth is the trench life was not so good. Actually, we may say that it was too much devastating. The soldiers who used to stay there, or who had to stay there, they had to stay with the rats, the crops which were brought there for them, so that they can eat them, eat those crops, and they can survive. So many rats were there, and they had to live with them. They had no other resources. There were so many times when they couldn't even get proper food, they couldn't even get proper water there, but they had to live and they had to fight. So ultimately what happened, that in this situation the truth was actually something else. As I have said, they faced so much dangerous things, and they had faced too much difficulty to stay there. Even they had to face poisonous gases also. During the First World War, they had to face poisonous gases also. Ultimately, in the end, the war propaganda and a kind of national honor, this kind of thing became popular among the people of Germany, and the main purpose of the Weimar Republic, which was establish the democracy in the country, that was failed. So this was the effect of First World War. For today, I am concluding here. In the next class, we will learn about political radicalism and economic crisis and the years of depression. If you have liked the video, then please like, subscribe and share. Thank you.